Right, campers, welcome back. Today, well, we've bought a load of parts. I say we, I mean me. We've been all over the place looking for stuff. Stuff started arriving. I've been doing the fuel tank video today. First up, Shell Advance 10W40. That was from Euro Car Parts, £28.79. It's only semi-synthetic. I'm not going to put fully in unless I think it needs it, but it's an older bike, so semi should be okay, and it's a little bit cheaper, so it's not too bad. Next, methylated spirits. I've been using that today, so that is to stop flash rust in the tank once we've cleaned it out. Well, we did it yesterday and today. That's the Rustio stuff that we've been using. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I'll tag prices on them all as we go instead of me just reading it all out. Really good stuff. Very, very impressed with it. Their video, I'll edit it in the week and it'll come out next weekend. Engine flush, that's going to be when we change the oil. I'm not going to do that until the carbs are running. I don't really want to drop it again. So liquid moly engine flush, big fan of the liquid moly stuff. Not really used a massive amount of it. What I've seen so far, very, 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 very good. Then we've got from YamBits. That is the air filter. There was various other bits and bobs inside, but the air filter is what we were looking at. Then an oil filter. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward, isn't it? Just a high flow oil filter, which we'll change when obviously we drop the oil. Then we've got a fuel filter. That is a spare one because I had one already, and that is another one because we used that when we were doing the starting up video last week. So that's a spare one just in case we need it. Then we've got a magnetic sump plug. You never know what's floating about in the cylinders when bikes have been stood for a long time. There could have been a bit of stuff in the fuel tank as well, so I'll stick a magnetic sump plug on it, drop the oil a couple of times and we'll go through it. Fuel tap, we'll be replacing that because the one in there is absolutely full of stuff and all sorts. Fuel tap repair kit, so that is the gasket and the bolts that go into the bottom of the tap because it is leaking slightly to seal it against the tank, but we're going to drop that. We're also going to drop the fuel level sender and get a new gasket as well. Air filter O-ring, I don't know whether I need that or not. I was just recommended to get that from YamBits, as well as buying the air filter just in case. And then just a fuel system cleaner, a fuel additive, which basically we'll stick in the tank. Fuel additives in carbed bikes are not pointless, that's the wrong word, but you don't get as much benefit with an injected bike because it can't alter the fueling. So it's just to try and get rid of anything that's left inside the fuel system in the engine between the carbs and coming out the exhaust. Just maybe get it to burn a little bit richer, a little bit more fuel in there to try and get rid of any carbon deposits that are in. I don't really want to be taking the engine to bits. What else have we ordered? Oh, we've ordered one of these. I'll put a picture of it up now. We've ordered the link pipe for the exhaust from Delcovic. Not mega expensive. Was it 100? I think it's about 139 quid. I shall just check now. Collector box, £139.99. Yes, that's how much that was. So we'll get that on. I'm still waiting on the carb kit to arrive. I'll show you which one I've ordered. It's this one here, and that was a massive £32.41, and it's coming from Taiwan because every single place I went to look for a carb rebuild kit, it was either ridiculously expensive, 45 quid per carburetor, so 4 times 4, 160 quid, 170 quid to rebuild the carbs on a 20-odd-year-old Yamaha. Absolutely not. So I had a bit of a sniff about the internet, and I should be able to clean all the brass pieces and bits and bobs unless they're really worn or needles are worn out or whatever. So I'll only replace what I need to. I was after the seals really, and to have a little bit of a box of spares. If the carb kit doesn't come in a week, I mean, it says it's been dispatched, but I don't know whether it's coming by air or it's coming by boat. I'm not sure. I would imagine it's coming by air, but you just never know. Then I'll do the exhaust video, and we'll just crack on and do a few bits and bobs. And that's it. So yeah, overnight parts, not from Japan. It's getting not expensive, but I'll share with you what I've bought and spent so far, because that is the whole point of doing this, isn't it? There you go. So that is what we've spent, and that is what it owes us. No, not that. There we go. So yeah, Bike SOS. I'll put that link in the motorcycle in the video in the description. Bike SOS Motorcycle Transport. Spot on. Sent him an email. Bike's in Cornwall. I'm north of Newcastle. Any chance? Yes, not a problem. Took about 6 days from me saying yes, let's do it, and paying for it. They contacted the owner of the bike, Dave, my father-in-law, and said, can we come and pick it up? And he said, yeah, of course you can. So they did it, and once it was on its way, it was absolutely fine. They took it off the trailer and wheeled it right to my garage door. I wasn't allowed to touch it at all. It was very, very good. So yeah, very good. Not going to get it overnight. You just have to wait until the trucks are passing each other in the night and dropping off and bits and bobs. But 250 quid, there's no way I could have rented a van, insured it, done all the damage waivers and whatever, driven to Cornwall, stayed overnight, picked the bike up, driven back. There's no way you're doing that for 250 quid. It's just not happening. So yeah, very, very good service. Love it. And everything else is on there. And I put the prices on. I said, I don't like being wrong, but I said 750 quid and we'll get it running. No, we won't. Absolutely not. We're at 569.67, so £569.67. I still need to buy tyres because, well, the tyres are pretty much, well, they're knackered. It's not passing an MOT, and I need to buy brakes. So tyres, 240 quid, I think, is the cheapest I've found them. So my Mrs. Sam, she said £1,000 to 1,200 quid, and I was like, I think that's a bit much. Yeah, she was right, absolutely right. So by the time we've done tyres and brakes, that's 400 quid smoked in it, so we're at £900 there. I've got to get a fork rebuild kit, then I might have to get, I've got to get a rear brake rebuild kit, and then I've got to get brake lines, I've got to do something with the oil cooler lines, and then we've got to get the swing arm out and have a look at it and see if we need anything in there. Might need wheel bearings, might need swing arm bearings, and other bits and bobs. So yeah, so I said 750, she said £1,000 to 1,200, and it turns out that I was wrong, and she was right. But yeah, there you go, done. I've done, like I say, I've done the tank video, well, over the last 2 days. The weather's, it was really nice yesterday, to the point where we actually went out on the bikes that work for a little blast, because once the tank cleaner was in, there was nothing else we could do. But we left it, not quite 24 hours. The results are unbelievable. I don't want to ruin it too much, but the results are absolutely, I just can't believe that stuff for how much it cost. How much was it on there? Rostio petrol tank cleaner, £17.75. Amazing value, absolutely worth every single penny and pound that cost. But yeah, I'll edit that in the week. I'll get that out next Sunday. So just a quick one this week, and there we go. But I'll start replying to comments as well. I've been very mega busy at work this week, so I apologise not been able to do anything. But thanks again. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks for commenting. And the music was already on video too before I got all the comments about taking the music off, and I just genuinely didn't have time to do it. But there you go. So no more music, I promise. You'll just have to listen to me huffing and puffing and my lungs giving out as I'm crawling around on the floor trying to fix this bike. But again, thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, all the usual jazz. And fingers crossed, I'll see you in the next one.